You go back in history in the 1890s with the Klondike Gold Rush, that put Seattle on the map. Up to that point, even the railroad only went to Tacoma. So everything about Seattle started here and has grown out of this neighborhood.
This was literally where Seattle started. This was the beginning of entrepreneurship.
The old city of Seattle started right here, basically on Yesler Street. The town was built up, mostly wood frame structures. Then we had a great fire in late 1800s and the whole town burned down. It was rebuilt. Some of the structures are still here. Some of the brick masonry structures are still here. But there's a whole underground city here.
For anyone who's never really been to Seattle, the first thing that you should always do is go to Pioneer Square. Pioneer Square is sort of the start of Seattle.
There's a lot of things that makes Pioneer Square different from the other neighborhoods in Seattle, and I really think it's the human scale of the buildings. The architecture of them is particularly special. It's the largest collection of this type of architecture in the whole country.
Amazingly, it's back in style. This is the kind of neighborhood that young people want to live in today.
What makes Pioneer Square unique is it combines the old with the new. What's interesting is you have the dynamics of the old school buildings, but with new residents, and they're constantly changing and improving, but still maintaining the old look of the classic Pioneer Square.
You've got the waterfront right next door, which is going to be, in a couple of years, a really wonderful magnet for the whole city.
When the viaduct comes down, that's going to change this neighborhood completely in a positive way. You can feel the excitement in the neighborhood that this new area is going to completely open up to all of us.
Pioneer Square is finally doing its renaissance after 100 years after its last big gold rush, thanks to a lot of things happening now, including the waterfront. When that gets opened up, the public will be able to walk from Pioneer Square, the oldest and most historic part of Seattle, all along a beautiful new waterfront promenade, all the way up to the sculpture park.
One thing Kevin Daniels truly understands better than anyone I've ever worked with is that these buildings have to go to work every day if they're going to be sustainable.
Daniels Real Estate is planning a new condominium development. We're taking a historic contributing building in the district and we're going to convert it into 107 residential units, for sale housing, which our neighborhood really needs.
The list of reasons to move to this neighborhood is significant. First of all, we're the largest transit hub on the West Coast.
The most exciting thing I think about Pioneer Square is every form of transportation is within a block of you.
This part of the city is absolutely perfect for people who can live and work in this neighborhood.
I have a car, but I don't even use it because I like to walk everywhere.
If you're looking to utilize this city and you want to go to the shows, you want to go to the opera, you want to go to the symphony, you want to go to the restaurants, you want to have access to all of the other neighborhoods in Seattle, you're right here in the heart of the city. It's perfect.
I think what's attractive about Pioneer Square is that you're in a neighborhood that's right at the cusp of doing something special, and you can be part of that. We need creative types, we need retail, we want you to be part of our community.
Kevin believed in this neighborhood before a lot of other people did. He is the only developer looking at housing for sale. And he flat out stated it's because it's what the neighborhood needs. We need more home ownership, we need people who are here for the long haul and are going to roll up their sleeves and help us make this the best neighborhood it can be.